Welcome to World of Warcraft. This is a game I have not played in a long time. My typical Blizzard game lately has been Hearthstone, but there is a special promotion going on in Hearthstone where you can get an alternate paladin hero by getting to level 20 in Hearthstone. Level 20 in World of Warcraft. And the nice thing is you don't have to be a subscriber. You can use the trial version, which lets you get up to level 20 with, I believe, an unlimited number of characters. So all I have to do is get to level 20 and I can get a new hero for my paladin in Hearthstone. The name of this new hero is Lady Liadrin. And so I thought, since she is a Blood Elf paladin, that it would only be fitting to play a Blood Elf paladin. I called her Young Liadrin because, unfortunately, all the different versions of the name Liadrin that I could think of were already taken. So let's get this journey started. Good old loading screens. Some new loading art since I last played. Of course. And there we go.
The past few years have seen unprecedented changes within the eternal land of Quel'Thalas. The Blood Elves, following the will of their crazed leader Kael'thas Sunstrider, channeled dangerous, chaotic magics to transform their sacred Sunwell into a gateway of unspeakable evil. While Kael'thas and his demonic masters were eventually defeated, a different kind of transformation occurred within the Sunwell itself, as a dying Naru sacrificed its life essence to reignite the Sunwell into a fount of holy energy. Now, the Blood Elf regent Lorthamar Theron sees a new hope on the horizon for his people. Over time, the Sunwell's light could cure the Blood Elves of their cursed state, but many still cling to the arcane powers they've procured and are hesitant to relinquish them. As one of the remaining Blood Elves, you must fight to protect Quel'Thalas and help redeem the soul of your ancient people.
Woo! We're in. Okay, gotta remember the controls here. Let's see, we have one ability so far. Crusader Strike, an instant strike that causes 19 physical damage. So when I played World of Warcraft back in the day, I played a lot of different characters just on the side as alts alongside my mains, but I never did play a Blood Elf, so this is a first for me. Let's talk to Magistrix Erona.
Glory to the Sindorai.
Sooner you begin your education, young Liadrin, the better for us all. There is little room for error, so listen closely. You guys can obviously pause the video and read this. I'm just gonna blaze through it a little bit. Gotta kill some mana worms.
You're in
and I
trouble
can get some
now.
boots.
Death to all who oppose us.
Ah, she's pretty violent. Do I have any mail? No mail. Need to be a full user apparently. So those look to be some mana worms. So those of you that play Hearthstone will recognize mana worms as the 1 mana creature exclusive to the mages. So let's fight this bad boy. He's down. Okay, so what I do want to do is change the interface so we can see their health bars on their bodies, I think. Display. No? The names? No. Floating combat text? Doesn't really matter. As long as I'm targeting them, I can tell what their health is. I'm too far away. Get up here. Yeah, because we can see up here. Okay, so that's 2 out of 6. What are these creatures? Springpaw Cub. Cool. But yeah, I've always really liked the environment that the Blood Elves get to live in. The colors and just the way they make their build their architecture is really cool. So let's test out our strike, Crusader strike. Okay, we're halfway done. But yeah, so it's been, I don't even know how long since I last played World of Warcraft. 4, 5, 6 years maybe. But yeah, I haven't played as much as people who still play World of Warcraft. I stopped partway near the end of the Wrath of the Lich King expansion. But I think I put around 36 days of playtime in World of Warcraft. But in the end, it took up too much time, and it was too stressful. I had to take a break. Of course, it also took up a ton of time for being able to play other games. Oh, we're ready to turn. The Blood Elves are really cool, and their old leader Kel'Thas, Blizzard really liked him, so they put him in Heroes of the Storm. He's a pretty cool character. I haven't played him too much. But I know at one point he was too powerful, they had to nerf him. So
Victory lies ahead.
Oh, she's very excited. Completed my first task. Much to learn.
The reckoning is
Got
at
some new
hand.
boots.
Now.
So Arthas. Wonder what this guy, Evil Deeds Explorer, what's going on with him. Anyways, let's see. Collect 8 lynx collars from the slain springpaw lynxes and springpaw cubs. Apparently they've been kind of corrupted by these green crystals. The burning crystals. Oh, and then paladin training. Talk to the paladin class trainer so we can
We will have
get
justice.
stronger. So let's talk to him first, then we can kill some lynxes. Or is this lynx? I don't know what the plural is. Oh, and my reputation with Silverman City is increased by 250. Pretty cool.
Glory
okay.
to the Sindori.
Justhenus Sunstriker. Must harness the powers of the light, hone my skills at arms, and prove my worthiness. So, my first lesson. Get more experience and learn a new ability. Return and demonstrate for me, and we'll continue your training. Reach level 3 to learn Seal of Command. Cast the Seal of Command on yourself and locate a training dummy and hit it. Fills you with the holy light, causing melee attacks to deal 10% additional.
We will
holy
have
damage.
justice.
Pretty cool. So I'm level 2. My experience bar is down here. 250 out of 900. Oh, that was a cool jump. I want to see if I can do it again. Yeah, the Blood Elves are really lithe, acrobatic. Oh, she did a spin before. Oh well. Let's defeat this cub. That's one. I got a lynx collar. I gotta get a whole bunch of lynx collars. They have a lot of health. 40. Yeah, it's not really any more than the mana worms. So if we're lucky, we'll actually run into Lady Liadrin. I don't actually know like what her role is in the story of World of Warcraft at all, but gotta have some type of that was really easy to kill. Some type of part in the world, a role. Yeah, the graphics haven't changed much in like 6 years. Still holding up relatively well, but not the most beautiful thing. It does its job, and of course it's a MMO, so it can't get too crazy. It needs to be able to handle all the protocols and other elements of the game. me tell you, even though I haven't played as this character or as this race before, it really brings back memories. Good old World of Warcraft. I'm really glad that Blizzard is using this tie-in between their games to get people back into World of Warcraft, or at least relive the olden days, and just to like get new people in, because, well, I mean, it's definitely a fun game, no doubt about it. It can be a little bit of a time sink, and of course, this was back in high school when I played it. When you're paying $15 a month and you're only a high school student, that's a little bit tough. So actually, if I turn in this quest, I think I might hit level 3 and be able to complete the other quest. But yeah, I really like how these days in World of Warcraft you have the oh, that was the spin that I was talking about. How they have like the trial version of the game, where you can get to level 20 without having to pay anything. That's really nice because I can get like a little bit of a taste of World of Warcraft again, without having to really invest a huge amount of time and money.
Anaria Shola.
Anaria Shola. Gives me no pleasure to ask you to destroy these beasts. While in times past we have lived in relative harmony with woodland creatures, these are different times. The first order of business for all Sindorai, which is the Blood Elves' name for themselves, is survival. Make sure you remember that. So I'll turn in the Lynx collars. The tower and surrounding areas should now be relatively secure, though only for the time being. You have done well in providing us with a buffer of security, but you will need to reassert control over the entire isle if we are to survive here in the long run. This will involve tackling much greater threats than errant mana worms and lynxes. Take this, a lovely male vest. You'll no doubt make use of it.
Be
in the
ready
past to
for
come.
anything.
And so it looks like I did level up. Now I guess this is. Can I just click it? Yeah.
Keep your wits about you.
Where is the training dummy? You said it was outside. I think it's over here. You said it was outside a certain building, but I don't know all the names of the buildings. The cloth and leather merchant. Well, I might as well get a quest from this guy. If there's only one lesson you deign to remember from your time on Sunshire Isle, let it be this. Control your thirst for magic. It is a thirst unending. What you absorb must be controlled and released via arcane torrent. Failure is to become one of the wretched, hopelessly addicted and insane. Seek out a mana worm and unleash your arcane torrent upon it. Learn to master your power. When you have sufficiently released an arcane torrent, return to me. And we'll get some gauntlets.
We will have justice.
I don't know how to do that ability. But we'll pick up the rest of... look at these brooms, just magically going along. Who's this? Weaponsmith. Armorsmith. Cool. Arcanist. Ithanos.
We will persevere.
It's a shame that we've lost control of many of the creatures here on the island. This was once a tranquil place of study and research. Now it's all we can do to keep from being attacked by our own creations. I'm going to offer you a chance to receive a magical boon in exchange for some collecting work on your part. Bring me a stack of arcane slivers that are found on the mana-using creatures of Sunstray Isle, and I will cast a spell on you that should aid your adventures on the isle. 6 arcane slivers. Silvers? Slivers. Okay, and then I can pick up this Juicy Jenkins. I feel like it's a play on Leroy Jenkins. But you never know. Where is that shadow? The heck? Is there... Look! What is this shadow doing? Is there a lynx up there? This is so weird. Unless there's like a... Could it have been that one that was running around? The sun behind us was shining. I don't know. Very weird. Anyways, I don't... Yeah, so we need to find... Oh, there's another quest in here. Pick that baby up. Are they up above? I guess so. While we're doing that, okay, so we have a nice weapon and some armor. Then what is it? No. How do we look at our abilities? N? No. M? That's the map. Makes sense. C? No, I already did that. R. Now let's reply. G? H. J. K. Professions? Spellbook. Seal command I learned. Crusader Strike I already had. Ah, Arcane Torrent. Passive ability. So let's drag that in. Oh, it's right there. Awkward. Silence all enemies within 8 yards for 2 seconds and restore 1 holy power. So let's look at our different abilities. So this is racial passive. I just auto attack. I know how to speak Orcish and Thalassian as Blood Elf. As a paladin, I can use axes, maces, polearms, and swords. And then the rest of them, and cloth leather, mail, armor, and shields. At level 40, they can also wear plate. At level 50, you get a 5% increase to your primary stat for wearing plate. Interesting. I'll never get there because I'm only going to get to level 20. Another racial passive, reduced arcane damage by 1%. Enchanting skill increased by 10. Critical strike chance increased by 1. Cool, cool. So expert riding. Apprentice riding is level 20, so I could get it when I maxed out. Yeah, okay. So let's talk to Well Watcher Solanian.
State your business.
I will. Day after day I stand here watching, waiting. I've been accused of dwelling too much on our past, while my eyes look to the horizon. But it is my firm belief that each visitor to this island should honor those who have sacrificed all so that they may continue to do so. Dath Ramar Sunstrider was our first king. He led us here from Kalimdor through the Maelstrom. Seek out his shrine to the west, and do not return to me until you have read the plaque upon it in his honor. Okay, and Solanian's belongings. With all the chaos happening here at the Sunspire, I haven't had a chance to collect my belongings that I've left in various places on the isle. I must maintain my vigil over the Sunwell here, so I'll ask you to collect them in my stead. I need my scrying orb, my scroll of scourge magic, and my journal. Use this satchel for some extra space, as my things are rather bulky. Return them to me and I'll give you a little extra something, you know, for the effort. You can keep the satchel as well. Cool.
Keep your wits about you.
Thank you. Hey, so I actually want to go to the map really quick. If I can zoom out. Maybe I can't. Oh, wait. Yes. So, we are here at the top of the Eastern Kingdoms. This is the entirety of Azeroth, which is the world that World of Warcraft takes place in. And then the Maelstrom is right in the center. And apparently that's where the Blood Elves came through. I don't know exactly where they came from before that, but they did. That's all I know. So I really wish I knew where these training dummies were. Find them eventually. But we'll talk to this person. Where are they? Oh, I also need to use Arcane Torrent. Cool. Ah, here we go. Lanthan Perilon.
Glory to the Sindorai.
What's going on with your staff, dude? Make up your mind. Magistrix Arona told me you'd be along quick enough. The Falthrian Academy to our west, the huge floating building with the ornate spires, is in bad shape. You're going to be leading the effort to recapture it from one of the wretched, a blood elf who has forever succumbed to their basest cravings. I hope you're ready to work. This is not only going to be a lesson about danger, but also what happens when you forsake the realities of who you are.
Keep your wits about you.
It's pretty heavy stuff. Before sending you to the academy, I want you on another task that needs to be dealt with immediately. Once used to aid us in the gardening of Sunstrider Isle, the bestial tenders have grown out of our control. Clear them out with due haste, but be warned, their lack of control has made them aggressive. It is aggression that forces us to put down these once gentle servants. That's pretty sad. Doesn't please me to ask you to do such a task, but survival is survival. I'll mourn later. And if I do that, I'll get a better weapon.
Time is of the essence.
Cool. Also, another thing for those people who play Hearthstone, the Dragonhawk, which is this person's pet, is one of the cards in Hearthstone. It's a 1-mana minion beast. It's not very good. It has Wind Fury, which means they can attack twice in one turn, but they only have 1 health. Sorry, Dragonhawk. I'm sure you're better in this game. As a pet. A hunter pet. So let's see. So we need to turn in Thirst Unending. What are these from again? Fistful of Slivers. Any creature on the isle that uses mana. It looks like he uses mana. But he didn't have one for me. But we'll turn in this quest. And then I need to see where these training dummies are. I'll look it up again. Oh, this bookshelf is amazing. Look at it. And the flower pot is floating.
Victory lies ahead.
You've done well today. Your willingness to learn shows that you may well rise above the unyielding cravings you must endure as a blood elf. Sounds crazy. Rest not on your laurels, young one, but instead seek to master what you have learned. Only through diligence will we as a race survive. Take this, and may be of some use to you. Go now and bring glory once more to our people.
Hold your head high.
Nice. Wow, I have a lot of things in my inventory that I didn't realize I had. So this is better. This replaces nothing. This replaces nothing. This is not better. This I can get rid of. It's another gray item. I can sell that. These boots are better. These boots are not better. These pants are not better. Those are bad. Those are bad. Okay. So let me go sell my stuff real quick. Oh, I got a cape now. Woohoo! So this
I have
person
one-of-a-kind
sell.
items.
Why can't I? Anyways, we'll sell all these things. What's this? Clean up bags.
Shorello Run.
Okay. Use seal command. Click on this quest again. Training dummy outside the Sunspire. Sunspire is... Whoa. Oh, goodness. Sunspire is this big round building that I was at before. Maybe the training dummies are inside? Who's this? Warlock? Oh, training dummy. I guess this is a passive thing, seal command. Honestly, I'm not sure. I did it! So excited. Now we can turn this quest to the paladin guy. How do you already have a mount at level 4? So confused. Summon chauffeur.
Anubelore Delana.
You have proven yourself a capable student. I look forward to continuing
The
your lesson in the
reckoning
future.
is at hand.
So do I. Okay, so we need to kill tenders, feral tenders, collect all these orbs, go to the Shrine of Dothramar, and defeat enemies to get arcane slivers. So let's see. So we want to go towards that. Back in the olden days, we had to download add-ons to get quest tracking and be able to know where to go. I'm glad that Blizzard has improved things over the years. So there's his journal. I don't know why he left it under this evil crystal. It's a real good question, in my opinion. But we gotta have things, right? Arcane Sliver, nice. And so another one of that guy's items this way. Oh, one of my friends has come online. Whoa! How do I open friends?
I
F?
need a target.
No. I? Q? Social? O. Anyways, tender. Oh, a tender. We will fight together.
It's too far away.
So I thought these guys were supposed to be mean and aggressive, but they don't seem very aggressive. They only attack me if I attack them. Very peculiar. Oh, is this item at the bottom of the lake? No. Where is it? Oh, it's up on there. She's a dolphin.
I'm out of range.
So the feral tenders can heal. The regular tender cannot. Okay, so let's pick up the scrying orb. Nice, and we can kill some more tenders. We need to kill a lot of them.
I need to get closer.
I think if I hold shift, yeah, I can collect everything at once. It doesn't really matter because my bags are not very full. There's not much stuff I really need to worry about in there.
That's still recharging.
Okay. Very excited to be able to... Oh, I reached level 4.
I'm out of range.
So it's interesting with the alternate heroes in Hearthstone. They already had some in the game. There's an alternate hero for Mage, Hunter, and Warrior. But those ones you had to buy. Interestingly, this one, the Paladin, you just have to play one of the other games. Which I'm happy about, because I didn't really want to spend $10 on an alternate skin. Some people are cool with that, but I mean, I'd rather use my money on more packs. Ooh, that's really cool. That guy's level 100. And he's on an Obsidian Nightwing. Wonder what he's doing here in the starting area. Okay, so I just need some tenders. Makes me think of chicken tenders. Oddly enough. And I'll probably have to go to the top of that thing over there. A tallish building. That might be where Shrine is, or that one evil guy. So let's see. I should get his other belongings. And then I can turn in some quests. So where is it? Is it over at this thing? Yeah. So I don't remember the map. Oh, this is a combination map quest log. That's a lot different. So I'm pretty sure last time I played, the map was like a full screen thing that you couldn't do any actions during. Okay. Let me through. Scroll of Scourge Magic. You probably shouldn't just like leave that hanging around, man. So we might as well go to the shrine while we're out here. Then we can go back in and turn in everything. This looks like the shrine. There's more tenders hanging about. Discovered Shrine of Dathramar. Hello, Luna Leskra, the Pilgrim. You have discovered the location of the shrine. Upon further examination, you sense a stronger pulse of the strange power that has gripped the isle. You feel a bit uncomfortable standing by the shrine, and perhaps a little disturbed. The bronze placard along the side of the shrine reads, "Here stands the Shrine of Dathramar, a fitting tribute to a noble elf. Let all who gaze on this monument remember his sacrifices for our people and his dedication to the cause of our continued survival. All who prosper in Kel'Thalas do so thanks to him." Okay. Cool. Looks like all my quests are ready to be completed, turned in. I don't know if my friend keeps going on and offline. It's very... Oh, excuse me. very weird. But yeah, I don't know. Now that I've really thought about this whole free version of the game, where we can only get from level 1 to 20, I've kind of thought that I could get into the game a little bit more again. Go through and play, maybe play through a few different classes, a few different races.
We will persevere.
We'll see how I feel at the end of this round. To get Lady Liadrin. But it could be fun. While the deaths of the renders, or the tentacles, give me no joy whatsoever, it does show me that you're ready for the most important task you'll do here on Sunstrider Isle. Take this and put it to good use. You'll need good items and sharp wits for the task ahead. Our reassertion of control over the island depends on it. And a new quest, Liadrin the Banished. A betrayer of our people resides atop Falthrian Academy to the southwest. Liadrin is his name, and he was banished from Blood Elf lands for failing to heed the warnings of our teachers and elders. Excuse me. He is the worst of our society, as he lives only to feed his insatiable magical addictions. He refused to learn control. He is a shell of his former self. One of the wretched, and he is a threat to the Sunspire. Destroy him and the rays he uses as minions. I'll get a shield. While reading this, I realized part of the reason I quit WoW back in the day is that I had like gone too into like the min-maxing part of the game, where you're always trying to like get the best piece of gear and find like what the best build is so you can be the best. But I'm kind of liking just like getting into the role a little bit and reading. Excuse me. Apparently I'm really tired. And kind of getting into the whole lore of the game. Because it got to the point where I was like going through quests as fast as I can, just clicking accept, running to each location, trying to be super efficient, getting everything done. And that's not very fun. I really just want to immerse myself.
Our enemies will fall.
Okay. Thank you for sharing your experience at the Shrine of Dathramar. First off, you should be commended for your sense of duty and respect. It will serve you well not only here, but in all of Azeroth as well. As for the odd sensation, it is no doubt a contributing part to of the taint that has befallen Sunstrider Isle. We shall keep an eye on it. Thank you for alerting us to it.
Farewell.
Wow.
Anaria Shola.
Anaria Shala. Have you had a chance to find my belongings? Once we reassert our dominance over Sunstrider Isle, I will need them in my work. For now, though, I must maintain my watch over the Sunwell, or what remains of it. Well done. I knew you'd be perfect for the task. Once it's safe to make use of our outdoor facilities on the Isle, I will be putting these things to good use. Like I mentioned, please feel free to keep the satchel. Also, you may find this piece of armor to be useful. Consider it ample compensation for a simple task performed dutifully. Looks like I only get copper and experience. I don't see any
Remember
armor.
the Sunwell.
You lied to me. New bracers? Yeah. And a new weapon. Slightly better. Review. These are exactly the same. Got me you, and we don't you. Okay, we have another quest. Grab. Where'd he go? This way. Is it on the outside? I guess so. That person is running super fast. Okay.
Victory lies ahead.
Yes. Many of the creatures here on the Isle were at one point bound into non-aggression and complacency by our magical skills. When the Scourge destroyed the Sunwell, our hold over these creatures shattered. Arcane slivers are the remnants of the control we once had, and as such might be usable in fashioning a new device to aid us in regaining their control. Better still, perhaps the slivers could be used to see what malaise the Isle truly suffers under. Splendid, these will do nicely. I have been doing quite a bit of thinking on the current malaise Sunstrider Isle suffers under. One possible course of action I had pondered was to collect these arcane slivers from the beasts of the Isle. In doing so, So he just said the same thing again. Anyway, I will tend to the research. Allow me to place this incantation. Sorry. On you. I believe you will make good use of it. And a daily
We will have justice.
Give me a buff. Increase my stamina and spear by 5. I got a new piece of armor. That's not nice. Ooh, that is nice. Cool. Well, so I'm gonna go back to this lovely starting area. I think it's about time for me to wrap this up. Well, I'm glad you came to join me on the road to obtaining Lady Liadrin, the alternate paladin portrait in Hearthstone. I'm enjoying my time so far, getting into the game, getting into the lore of the Blood Elves in World of Warcraft. I'm excited. A level 4 so far, so 16 levels to go until I reach max level, or max free level, and get that alternate hero. So I will see you guys next time, and peace out.